So often when I'm working with leaders of organizations or companies, we'll be in conversation, we do some coaching, and they'll be talking about how a particular department isn't kind of getting the results that they want, or HR is not getting this or that done, or everybody's getting lazy because the holidays are coming up, or sales just haven't been hitting their targets. And whenever I feel like my client is starting to talk about something not happening because of that stuff out there and the company's not going well, I always just interrupt them and say, actually, you know what, can we go off topic? I want to ask you an off-topic question, and then we can come right back. And say, oh yeah, of course. And I say to them, well, if you were on the shore and you saw a ship at sea and it was sailing with its sails at half-mast, and it was kind of a mess. You could see the decks were a mess. They're just kind of going almost in random circles, and there was a bunch of stuff all over the deck, and the crew was just kind of lounging about, and they weren't really doing anything. Whose fault would you think it is? And they was really quick to say, well, the captain, obviously, is not running the ship very well. And then there's this kind of this moment of silence, and it's always that kind of good silence, so I let them kind of just sit and bask in that for a second. And then I ask them, and I say, well, why are you blaming your crew for your ship not running the way that you want it to run? And what I think happens so often is that we so want to look to the people who are doing the work for us as the ones that are doing the thing wrong. And maybe there's some truth in that. I'm not going to put all the accountability on the captain and say that it truly is all their fault. Actually, I am going to do that. Oh, I thought you just said you're not. No, I am. But it's not your fault. But let's pretend that it is. And so then we play this game. We play this game where we pretend you're a captain on the ship. Your company is your ship, and you're the captain. And we pretend that everything is your fault. And the game is called Nothing's Your Fault, But Everything's Your Fault. And so let's just pretend that it would be true, that you're actually causing the problem in HR. You're actually causing the problem in sales. You, the leader of the company, you are causing your company not to hit its targets in that particular department. Even though you don't work in that department, it's your fault. You're the captain. Let's play that game. How are you creating that? How are you causing that to happen? By your actions or your inactions? What are you doing? What are you not doing? And this game becomes a really powerful context for us to see where you can become more powerful in your leadership, where you can bring new conversation, new dialogue with the people who report to you directly, how you can bring a whole new way of thinking and being through your organization, through your company, into that department or into the people to get them to perform and operate in new ways. But that never happens until you're willing to play the game that it's your fault that that thing is happening 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 levels down in your company. Until you're willing to think that way, you're never going to be able to access what you have the potential to do as far as creating change and impact. So, it's your ship, you're the captain. Nothing's really your fault, but everything's your fault.